Hello there, my friends, and welcome to another edition, I don't know what I'm doing, of the betting guy looking at his software daily thingy. Right, okay guys, I want to show you this video is all about how easy it is to use the software and how easy it is to find potential later backs. Okay, so we open the software up, and by the way, don't forget, we open the software on the 27th of February. So 27th of February, you can become a member and do this for yourself. How about that? Yay! You've got a link to the waiting list there underneath here somewhere. Anyway, for you in the show notes, video notes, whatever you want to say. Right, so I've gone to the later back ticks. So basically, later backs is really popular at the minute. Everyone seems to love them, and all we do here is select 20, 3, and 100. And I know you're thinking, what the hell does that mean? Okay, I'll tell you. Right, show me horses that haven't decreased in price by more than 20 ticks in the last 3 races, 100% of the time. So if a horse has decreased by more than 20 ticks in play, I don't want to see it. So we are looking for horses that serially, that's terrible. We are looking for horses that don't decrease in price by 20 ticks or more, that don't go more than 20 ticks decreased in play. I'm making a mess of this, but hopefully you get it. So basically, I'll show you an example. So I've sorted by Betfair current price. These are all the horses that haven't decreased in price by more than 20 ticks in the last 3 runs. Now, obviously, you don't want to be doing these horses because they are too big and the liability will be too much, and so you won't make very much money. However, as soon as it gets around about anything under 12, I normally do, but again, it's each to their own, then these are absolutely fine. 9.8, 9.4, 9.4, 6.8, 6.4, 5, 3.3. What? I've looked at this one. But just as a caution, so look at this, right? 3.53 only went down as 3.25, so only moved 6 ticks. Here, 1.52, actually, went 1.52, 1.53. It didn't decrease at all, 7.8, 7 to 7.6. So it's only gone 2, 2, 6. But if you look at this one, it didn't decrease, it increased by 2 ticks. So here we can see this horse fits our criteria very nicely. But this is just a word of caution. If you look below it, this horse went from 4.1 to 4. Betfair high, Betfair SP of 4.1 only went to a Betfair high of 4.3. So we've got to be careful there, because when it won the race, only increased in price by a couple of ticks. Here again, 1.65 to 1.69. Again, only increased in price by a couple of ticks. So this for me is a no, absolutely not, because obviously we've got historical data of it winning the race and not going higher in play. And when that happens, we don't obviously want to know it. So I would go, oh no. And I haven't minimized that yet. Oh well. Right. And so we don't want to know that one. So next, what do we have a look at? Where do we have a look at? And in here, the one that's really took my attention, my mind, I don't know, is this one here. If we look at this one, I actually haven't checked if it's won before. 9%, so it has won somewhere. When was it? When did it win? Here we go. Oh, that's interesting there. So it actually won here. Again, something to be wary of. Betfair SP of 5.69, because we know it's won there because of 9%. That means it's won 9% of its races. So we know it's won somewhere. So what we've got to do is look for when it's 1.01 or look when it's won. Here, 5.69, it went to 5.8, only went to Betfair high of 5.8. Now that is slightly worrying for me. Yeah. So anyway, normally what I say is if you're doing a later back, you want to see historical data. When the horse has won, you do not want to see it trading higher than you want to see it when it's won. You want to have seen it trading higher than its Betfair SP. On this occasion, it hasn't. 5.69 to 5.8. So maybe this one isn't. Mind you, it was a long time ago. So I would still have this as a potential in-play trade later back. As we can see here, 13.24 Betfair SP, and it went down to a low of 8.2. In touch midfield, shaking up of the 2-file now, but here's where ones I like. Behind, driven and switched. So obviously behind, 17.09 down 17.5. Here, Betfair SP of 20.56. Only went as high, a low of 29. So it didn't actually decrease. Slowly, if you see that there, slowly into stride, outpace. Love it. Here, held up in rear, 3.35. The Betfair SP only went as low as 3.95. That very, very rarely happens when there's such short odds. The fact that the Betfair SP below was 3.95. And so all these here, you can see here, it never actually traded lower. 3 of the last 4 runs. 3 of the last 4 runs, it never traded lower in the Betfair SP. So that is a potentially good one. The only worry is that, like I said, when it won the race, it didn't trade higher. The safety net that we have is that always have a stop loss. Always have a stop loss, and we can always get out with minimal damage, as long as it doesn't go through your stop loss. That's a video for another time, I suppose. Another one that's really caught my eye as well is, and by the way, this is drawn in stall 7, which is a nice draw for us. Lingfield, here we go. In touch, closed, never won a race. In touch midfield, closed. Track leaders, not fluent, 7th. Rousted along, soon rousted along. Chased leaders. I mean, look at this, 4.7, a Betfair low of 4.7, 6.6, 4.4, 11.5, 8.8. Anyway, the potential, the reason why I've done this video today is show you how easy it is to do in-play trades. And the great thing is with later backs, what you can do if you're looking at later backs, you can be really, really safe. And literally, if the market starts going against you at all, you can cash out. You can literally cash out. I haven't done any research whatsoever this morning apart from fire up the computer a couple of minutes before I press record and go to my later back screen. And normally I always say dig a little bit deeper, dig a little bit deeper, dig a little bit deeper. But the great thing is with later backs is that if you do a held up type, then the price will immediately go against you. With you. The price will immediately go for you. It's like trading under 2.5 goals. The price will immediately go in your direction. And if a price doesn't go your way straight away, then you can simply press cash out and you can get a very, very small profit or a small loss. So you don't have to, on later backs, you don't have to do all this research because you can easily get out of your position very, very quickly if you don't like the position of the horse, if you think it's too close to the pace, if the price isn't going your way, you can easily get out of the situation. You can easily get out of any situation very, very quickly by pressing cash out in the first, 20 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever it may be. So hopefully this video helps you guys for the people who say, I don't have time. Because if you don't have time, you can easily fire up the later backs. I mean, like I always said, I do like to dig a little bit deeper. For me, I would see how well this travelled through the race. But it's each their own. I know so many people now who don't look at replays, who don't do any research, who just do this as later backs. And they make a really, really, really tidy profit. There's so many people out there on Twitter that do it. There's so many of my members that do it. There's so many people using the software that do it. That you don't, they go against not against what I say, but I always say you've got to dig that little bit deeper. I personally think you do, but if I don't want to put other people off that think, it's too much work, I don't want to start watching replays, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. You don't have to. You don't have to. All I would say is that if you are going to do that, then have a stop loss that you're comfortable with. And sometimes it fires through your stop loss, and so sometimes if it wins a race, then you would lose your whole liability. Or B, watch the race. That if you're not going to do the work up front, then I would certainly say please watch the race, and then if it goes against you or you don't like the position of the horse, you can simply cash out really, really quickly for a limited loss or a small profit. And that's the way that I would recommend it. All right, Betting Nation, have an awesome day, and we'll speak again tomorrow where I will hopefully be looking at a Dobbs section of this And yeah, we've had some amazing results so far. We've had some. I think we've had like seven. The last 7 days have all been winning trades. So happy days! In fact, I've only had one losing day when we've been doing this. Yeah. All right, Betting Nation. Have an awesome day, and we'll speak soon. Ta-ra!